Welcome, my name is Bridget Corns, and thank you for joining me in exploring another avenue on the path of the seeker. Today we are going to explore the concept of synchronicity. Where did this concept come from and what could it possibly mean? Have you noticed repetitions of numbers when you look at digital clocks? Have you seen 1111 perhaps? If you look up that topic, you'll see a slew of explanations and meanings for these numbers. Inevitably, someone will call it a synchronicity. First, let's look at the classic term synchronize. Cause to occur or operate at the same rate, occur at the same time or rate, adjust a watch or clock to show the same time as another. We've all had that moment where the power goes off in our house and all of a sudden we have to reset the clock on the oven, the coffee maker, and the microwave. We use a wall clock that is battery powered to do so, and we are synchronizing all these machines to measure time at the same rate. The term synchronicity when it comes to seeming coincidences does not come from metaphysical or New Age thought, however. The term was originally coined by Carl Jung. Carl Jung was a Swiss psychiatrist born in 1876 and who passed away in 1961. He was renowned for curing hopeless psychological causes. He was also very spiritual, and he literally wrote the book on synchronicity. The story goes that he was seeing a patient that was known to be a hopeless case. As the patient described a dream that she had had about a golden scarab beetle, Carl Jung was at the window. He noticed that there was a beetle trying to get into the room. When he opened the window, it turned out to be a golden scarab beetle. Seeing this golden scarab beetle, something that was from the immaterial world of her dreams and the physical world, allowed the woman to be healed. Now let's take a look at the actual definition for synchronicity. The simultaneous occurrence of events that appear significantly related but have no discernible causal connection. Now that you know the origin of the term, I'll venture my guess as to the meaning. I see repeated numbers all the time, 1111, 222, 333, or 11444 on my odometer in my vehicle just yesterday. The odds that I would pull into my driveway at that exact number are really slim. You can drive yourself crazy trying to find the exact meaning or thinking that some sort of divine intelligence is talking to you through numbers. These thoughts can only cause more confusion and pain. The numbers can be put into any number of interpretations or meanings. There is numerology, angel numbers by Doreen Virtue, and a set of numbers I shared in my blog from Dan Millman's book. At the end of the day, after meditation on the subject, I take seeing these numbers as merely an affirmation that I am on the right path, that my will is aligned with the One Creator's. This is a thumbs up indicating that I'm doing things correctly. If I don't see them, I'm not bothered either. We will slip off the path every now and then. Learning to tame our own will is a bit hard. Desire is the one thing that all of us naturally have, and it's easy to slip back into a willful, selfish desire. Learning to be guided as to what the will of the One Creator is can be hard because it's not something that's directly communicated. There are times where communication isn't really necessary, and we're allowed to do our own thing. Everything has its cycle, seasons, and times. I apply the term being in the flow, which I originally read about in the Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield back in 1993, to when I see the synchronicity of numbers. On James Redfield's Celestine Vision website, you will find this. With our mission in mind, and as our lives move forward, the seventh insight deals with the process of consciously evolving to stay alert to every coincidence, aimed at our ultimate calling. Sometimes when things have a special meaning, they jump out at you, entering your consciousness in a forceful way, coming to you as guidance. It is only when we continuously engage in the flow that we accomplish our life's work. Once we begin to pursue a connection with our mission, guidance comes to point the way for us toward our ultimate destiny. Guidance happens through constant questioning that leads to greater synchronistic flow. For me, it's just like a big warm hug, that I'm on the right path and confirmation for me that all things, inner and outer, are connected, just as every religion and esoteric tradition teaches. For some, seeing is believing. And waking up at 3:33 every day or 4:44 is a very subtle way for Spirit to say, hey, there is more to life than the physical. There's an unseen world you haven't been paying attention to. Why is Spirit so subtle? The answer is free will. We can't be smacked in the face to believe because that would violate our free will. If the aliens landed tomorrow or we saw Jesus return from out of the clouds, we'd have no choice but to believe, which would be in direct violation of our free will. For various reasons, it is important that we choose the path. I will leave you with this quote from the foreword of Carl Jung's book on synchronicity. As anyone can see for himself after reading a few pages, there can be no complete description and explanation of these complicated phenomena, but only an attempt to broach the problem in such a way as to reveal some of its manifold aspects and connections, and to open up a very obscure field which is philosophically of the greatest importance. If you like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe.